When purchasing a racing suit, you should understand that while a racing suit is considered clothing, it has a functional purpose that is more like equipment. A well-fitting racing suit allows for the wide range of unrestricted movement that is necessary for the dynamics of ski racing. The padded GS suits offer additional protection from impact with gates in both the GS and slalom events. And finally, racing suits in general offer the aerodynamic efficiency that translates into higher speed. Racing suits that are sold by Artech come in basically two types: downhill suits and GS suits. Downhill suits, like the ones seen here on the left, are usually worn in the speed events of downhill and Super G. Because of their construction, downhill suits have more stretch and can fit a wider range of sizes. Additionally, downhill suits can also be used for the technical events of GS and slalom when used with undergarment armor, slalom jackets, and back guards. The GS suit, seen here on the right, is specifically made for giant slalom, and it has protective padding sewn into the material. This padding offers protection against the impact of GS and slalom poles. Because of the additional padded material, GS suits need to be fitted carefully. While all racing suits that are sold by Artech are of high quality, some do cost more than others. Typically, suits that are made with more expensive materials allow less air to penetrate through the fabric. This lower porosity results in a more aerodynamic suit. And finally, all racing suits that are sold by Artech meet the legal standards that are set by the FIS. The racing suits that are sold by Artech use the following sizing guidelines. We begin with the extra small adult size. This suit size would be appropriate for those adult athletes who are between 52 through 55 inches in height and weighing between 78 through 85 pounds. From here we go to the small suit sizes for adults who are between 56 through 63 inches in height and weigh between 85 and 105 pounds. The medium size would cover those athletes who are between 64 through 67 inches in height and weigh between 105 through 145 pounds. A large adult suit would be selected for those athletes who are between 67 through 70 inches in height and weigh between 145 through 170 pounds. Extra large suits would be required for those athletes who are between 70 through 72 inches in height and weighing between 170 through 195 pounds. And finally, in the adult sizes, the double extra large suits are available for those athletes who are between 72 through 75 inches in height and weigh between 195 and 210 pounds. For the younger athlete, Artech has a selection of junior-sized suits, and it's important to understand that these suits have much less volume in the body, arms, and legs than the same given size in the adult suits. The junior suits come in the following sizes. We begin with the junior extra small suits for those young athletes who are between 45 through 48 inches in height and weigh between 45 through 55 pounds. The next size would be for those athletes between 50 through 53 inches in height and weighing between 55 through 60 pounds. The junior medium suits are for those young athletes between 54 through 58 inches in height and weigh between 75 through 90 pounds. The junior large suits are for those younger athletes between 58 through 60 inches in height and weigh between 105 through 115 pounds. And finally, there is the junior extra large suits for those younger athletes who are between 60 through 63 inches and weigh between 115 through 120 pounds. Now, whenever the athlete's size is on the border, it is usually better to select the next size up. 99% of all suits sent back for size exchange are usually traded for the next size up, and these are for young, growing athletes. Garneau and carbon racing suits are usually a better choice than the spider suits for the taller and thinner athlete. In this situation, A downhill suit has been selected a size or two larger than the ideal size for this athlete. From the side, it can be seen that there is way too much room in her shoulders, and from the back, the material is actually wrinkled around her knees. While the athlete does have a full range of motion, the suit is so loose that it would not provide for the necessary aerodynamics of a well-fitting racing suit. The sleeves are so loose that the suit would actually flap at higher speeds. Again, this suit is too large for this athlete. In some areas, there is an obvious excess of a material. While this racing suit does provide for the necessary unrestricted body movement, it is simply too large for this athlete. In this next situation, a junior GS suit has been selected, and while it may at first appear to be well-fitting, there are some areas of tightness that will restrict movement. Because this is a junior suit, it has by design less volume than a similar-sized adult suit. The sleeves appear to be too tight, yet the material around the athlete's torso and lower back seem to provide enough room for movement. Unfortunately, the area in the hips and the thigh is too tight, and this will restrict the necessary body movement. The zipper in this suit is the correct length, and it will permit the unrestricted upward movement of the athlete. And while certain areas of the suit provide for a good fit, there are also areas of tightness that would make this suit restricting and less than an ideal choice. In this next situation, the suit at first seems to be sized well. However, there is one important fitting issue that needs to be considered. The athlete feels like the zipper is too short for the length of her torso, and this will restrict her upward movement. While a racing suit's material is very stretchy, the zipper is not. Even though the suit fits well around her arms, torso, and her back, the athlete feels as though the zipper is just too short and she feels constricted. This athlete would be better served by selecting a larger sized suit with a longer zipper. Finally, the athlete has now selected a well-fitting suit more in line with her height than weight. In selecting a racing suit, the height of the athlete is more important than his or her weight because the zipper needs to be long enough to provide for the unrestricted movement that is necessary for ski racing. The material in her sleeve area is sufficient to be comfortable and yet is stretchy enough to be snug. The athlete has selected the correct size suit, and the material is snug, stretchy, and very comfortable around her torso, her back, and her thighs. Because this suit is well-fitting, the athlete has a full range of unrestricted movement. Whether she is in a low tuck or in a fully extended position, the athlete feels comfortable. Whenever any athlete feels comfortable with the sizing of their equipment and their clothing, there is also going to be an increase in their level of confidence. A well-fitting racing suit should be considered as an integral part of the full equipment package. A well-fitting racing suit contributes greatly to the athlete's ability to move freely with the unrestricted movement that is necessary for the dynamics of ski racing. Even the highest quality racing suits are subject to wear due to impact with gates and abrasion that causes the pilling of the material. Even the highest quality suits will eventually take on some battle scars from impact with gates, riding lifts, and abrasion. This pilling of the material is just part of the normal wear of a racing suit. It is also important to use care whenever fastening shin guards and forearm guards, as the Velcro material can abrade the suit and cause pilling. When packing your racing suit for travel, you should avoid any contact with Velcro material. One way to protect your racing suit against the pilling and abrasion that results from training is to use a good pair of training pants. This pair of Spider training pants has an additional feature in that the extensions can be unzipped to transform them into a pair of training shorts. Training shorts like these offer additional protection from abrasion, and they allow for more mobility. These Spider training pants can be used with or without suspenders, as the suspenders can be removed using the convenient snap-on attachments. And finally, you should make it a practice to wash your racing suit with Nick Wax and to always follow the manufacturer's directions. For more information about the selection, sizing, and care of our racing suits, please visit us at artechski.com or send us an email at service@artechski.com. Thank you.